You guys have been bullying me for so long to have my husband back in another couple's cringe. So today we're going to tag team. We're going to Eiffel Tower the alpha males today. So let's go. Okay, so the first person that we're gonna be looking at today is Elliot, and honestly, I don't know what the he does, okay? But he does like these seminars where he teaches these alpha males how to like be a better businessman or sales or something. I don't know, let me just show you.
I'm gonna tell you this, my entire company, my entire team, if you don't have a six-pack, you don't work for us. No, I know. It's called, everybody say standard. How about we raise them? How about we raise them? How about we raise them? How about you guys quit getting civilized and you guys quit settling? You know, there's some people in this room that said, I would sue my company if they told me I had to have a six-pack. We know you would. That conversation was for the 1%ers. That wasn't for you.
Dude, I feel like he definitely got sued. That's why he put the disclaimer at the end.
Yeah.
What does having a six-pack have to do with being a good worker? The best workers at a company are the women that are built like that one girl in Monsters, Inc. that goes, Mike Wazowski. You know what I'm saying? You know the girls that are built like that, you know that their paperwork is gonna be done 2 days in advance, okay? He really got on stage and was like, look dude, if you don't have an 8-incher and a twinkle in your eye, don't even try to sign up for this company. Here at my company, all men have to wear European-styled Speedos and flip-flops. Their team meetings look like the movie 300. You know what I'm saying?
I just imagine all of them like in their little Speedos like, this is Dave's super cheap cars on I-94. You know? Also, like, he's saying that having a six-pack is what makes you good at business. But if you look at the richest people in America, like, none of them have a six-pack. It seems like a better determinant would be if you have, like, a special ointment that you use, that's probably more correlated to business success than having a six-pack.
If they smile like this, billionaire.
Yeah.
You already know. You already know.
Garrett, take your shirt off. Come on, Garrett. Take your shirt off, Garrett. Okay, now hold on. Now, Garrett's a killer. Am I right? Garrett, how old are you?
29.
Garrett, does this bother you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, doesn't bother you enough.
We just started filming this video. How are they already stripping each other down and oiling each other up?
I mean, imagine paying money to go to a seminar where you're supposed to learn about sales, and what you get in return is this bald guy body shaming you on stage while he's wearing ballet flats and capris.
Dude, he looks like a wine mom that's about to go on a vineyard tour and get drunk enough that she says something a little racist.
Yeah. No, dude, he's giving the energy of like the girl JV bowling team in high school, and he's taking state like way too seriously right now.
Okay, doesn't bother you enough. Because if it did, you wouldn't have it. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
I mean it. Now, come on, put your shirt down. You don't need this. You don't need this. You got kids?
Yes, sir. 2 sons.
Okay. This is the last time I want you to take your shirt off in front of a group of people and not be in the shape you want your children to be in.
I feel like he had his sights set on Garrett from the moment they walked into the building.
Oh yeah.
Like he's helping sign everybody in. He's like, Jason, welcome back, bro. Chris, good to see you, man. Garrett, I don't know.
The whole time that he's meeting Garrett, he's got like that little Lizzie McGuire thing on his shoulder telling him like, wow.
Come on, dude. I came in today to sell some, okay? If you even look at me, you're buying something, okay? No, seriously, you're gonna buy something. Are you guys obsessed, yes or no?
Yes.
Are you? Good, if you're obsessed, then you'll show it. It's buy or die. You'll understand. If somebody calls, if they sit in a lead, or if they walk in that front door, they're buying a car. They're buying a car. And you're gonna pay your house off, and you're gonna keep your promise to your wife this time, and you're gonna hold yourself accountable, and you guys are gonna go harder than you ever gone, or don't. Watch what happens.
Rent was due and he was behind, dude.
Yeah.
He came in, he was just like, I have to f***ing sell a car or I'm f***ed.
At least he's talking about sales in this one.
Does this guy sell anything besides broken hopes and dreams to alpha males? Imagine that you're trying to go to the local Nissan dealership. You're trying to get the cheapest car in and out, okay? And this sweaty, nervous dude with a red face that's clearly taking Brazilian boner pills that he saw on the Joe Rogan podcast comes at you like this, yelling about how you're gonna keep all your promises to your wife.
Yeah.
I would sue.
I feel like this is like when your uncle just watched a Jason Statham movie, and so now he's like using military slang casually around the office, you know? He's like, we gotta do some recon on my ex-wife and figure out where she's deploying my kids.
Okay, next we have this guy named Luke Belmar.
Okay.
And again, I do not know what the he does. He essentially just goes around and spreads his Jedi financial wisdom across the land.
He's
And
like a
he filmed
messiah.
it. Yeah, he's the financial messiah, giving us his finance theory.
5 people in your life right now that you give them a phone call and be like, yo, drop me a $250,000 wire.
Maybe you.
You need those people, right? Because your net worth isn't calculated by the money that you have, but by the access that you have to money. You could be poor, but be in a federal position where you can print $100 billion and put it into any industry where you have prior investments. It's all about positioning.
What?
That's probably one of the worst advice I have ever heard. He's saying that net worth is not a combination of your money and your assets, which it is, spoiler alert, it is, but it's your proximity to money.
Yeah, I feel like this dude calculates his net worth the same way that dudes calculate their height on Tinder.
Oh yeah.
Where they're like, well, I'm 5'8", but in my work boots, I'm 5'10". And maybe I'm standing on a slight hill, 5'11". And at that point, we just gotta round up to 6 foot, right? So I'm just gonna put 6, and I don't think she'll notice.
If you look at the rules on the Monopoly board, in Monopoly, whether you've played the game or not, you should read the rules like an intelligent person and understand that there's clues. It says that if the bank runs out of money, you remember when you play Monopoly and you pull out the money, and eventually the bank can run out of money. But the rules say that the bank can never run out of money because you can just get out a piece of paper and write dollar signs on it that equate to money. And now you can continue playing up until a default hits and the bank can take your liquidity and put it back into their system. So when people tell me that the game isn't rigged, that shit is safe, that you gotta be working 24/7 to hustle to make money, you don't know shit, bro. Money's printed out of thin air, lords of easy money.
I mean, this guy lived probably at the age of 24. This man probably just figured out that the government prints money, and that's how the economy works. And now he's got to mention it in every single thing. He's acting like this is some 5D chess move, some plot twist in the last episode of Game of Thrones. This is my impression of what I think he wanted us to react like when he shared that information. Oliver.
Hannah Montana.
The government, they print money.
What? Like in Monopoly! I should have read the rules!
Like, he really thought that we were gonna react the way that, like, the people in an Asian soap opera react when they find out that the rich auntie is actually the murderer. The government, they print money.
Whoa! What are you, the dragon?
No, I'm the ghost. The ghost also finds out that the government prints money.
Do you enjoy school? Then why the are you doing something you don't enjoy? Are you an idiot? No. Okay. Do you like school?
No, I don't.
Okay, then why are you in school? You can choose to do a million things that you don't like. And the thing that you choose that you don't like is a thing that's not making you money. I don't like running a business. I don't like having employees, but it's a lot better than having to sit down and listen to a professor. I'll give you advice as a man. Don't do things you don't enjoy to do. And if you're going to do something that you don't enjoy to do, make sure that the ROI is so high that you realize that you're sacrificing 4 years plus of your human life for what? A degree? Safety?
He's telling kids not to go to school, not to finish college.
Yeah, like, what's the ROI on him literally telling kids to not go to college?
Yeah. He's talking about like not doing shit that you don't enjoy. Like, I just imagine there's one of the 18-year-olds in the back that's just like, hey, I've got a question. Excuse me, I'm one of the other 18-year-olds that's here at the mall. Do you enjoy talking to a bunch of 18-year-old boys about bad finance advice by the mall carousel? What's like the ROI on that? Could you tell us?
Yeah, sir, I'm another 17-year-old, but I manage the Auntie Anne's right here. Can you get out of the line for our store? The Karens are saying that you're scaring the little kids. Thank you.
Imagine he only goes to the mall on like Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
So that it always looks like there's a crowd. He's like, wow, so many people came to hear my financial advice.
I'm a member of the Ritz-Carlton Reserve. You know how much my membership was? It wasn't free. It was $100 grand. And then $1,000 a month maintenance fee.
Have you benefited?
Of course. The people that actually pay $100,000 with me are the people that I want to hang out with. So I go to the jacuzzi and I'm hanging out with billionaires. You don't believe it? That's fine. That's because you haven't paid $100,000 for a membership. So when you do, you'll realize that there's value in the network. So you pay to play because that's the name of the game. And if you're a cheap, well, that's exactly what you're going to get in life, scarcity.
Ah.
Whoa, I feel like my brain is expanding.
Dude, he reminds me of the kid in your summer camp who always like lies about hooking up with older girls, you know? He's just like, yeah, you know what? I hook up with billionaires all the time. Like, you wouldn't know them because they go to a different district. So like, you wouldn't know, but.
They're like
yeah.
really rich.
Yeah, they're super rich and they don't go to this school.
Yeah.
They go to a different school that's 40 minutes away in Manuka, okay?
Manuka. Not everyone watching is from the Midwest.
Just imagine in real life, this guy getting manscaped, getting ready, putting on cologne, just to harass some old rich dude in a jacuzzi at a hotel. It's giving sticky iPad kid in a pool at the Great Wolf Lodge in Wisconsin Dells. Imagine Mr. Luke here, swimming up, doggy paddling to an old rich guy, and he's just like, sir, the government, they like print dollars. Also, my parents are getting divorced.
Mr. Billionaire, I looked underwater and you don't have a six pack, so I don't think you're a very good worker. But maybe you could work with me on some business things. The government prints money.
To all the ladies watching this, if he wanted to, he would. Okay? This man literally got his Sunday best bathing suit on. He manscaped, he got his balls, you know, waxed.
He paid $100,000.
He paid $100,000 just for the chance to be able to rizz up some old rich guy in a jacuzzi.
Damn.
And your man can't even remember your birthday?
Dude.
Bitch, you better find a man that is as obsessed with you as these random finance bros who are obsessed with rich men.
Yeah.
How much money you have? Like, what's your net worth?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Yeah.
No chance. That's one of those things where I will never disclose how much I'm worth. The reason you're not gonna find anything is because I've learned a lot about how Asians move.
He couldn't even get a real Asian guy. He had to get an AI one.
That's because they move so secretively. They've never been photographed. Okay, wait, I have to hear what he learned from the Asians, okay?
It's because I've learned a lot about how Asians move with regards to money. Money's energy.
Yeah.
And the moment you begin to expose that energy, right, people start to understand how powerful or how weak you truly are. So numbers, we'll keep them private. Let's just leave actions to speak for themselves.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's the name of the game. You guys will see it. Give me a year.
What did the Asians have to do with
I thought it would have been really funny for him to actually start naming things that Asian people, like how they actually move money, you know? He's just like, look, dude, I'm a billionaire because I don't turn on the AC, I don't use a dishwasher, I literally have a low-key gambling addiction. All right?
Maybe it's like some search engine optimization thing. Like he found out if he says Asians and shows AI pictures, he like gets more views, you know?
Yeah.
So I've been learning a lot about how Asians move. And the thing about Asians, they put their money in a bank.
When you look at Asians and how Asians of the Asians move,
Right.
their energy is very much Asian.
Yeah.
Also, if it wasn't clear enough, it's obvious he doesn't have any money.
That's what the point of the Asians thing was. It was to distract us so we don't talk about how he obviously doesn't have any money.
Dude, I feel like that's a strategy he uses like when he cheats on his girlfriend. She's just like, oh my god, you literally cheat on me again. He's just like, here's the thing, Asians. Hey.
I need to tell you a lesson.
Okay, next we have this guy named Sebastian he's just Luke 2.0.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a roll of clip. Okay.
If you're a guy in your 20s and you don't have a Lamborghini, you should actually sit down and have like a serious discussion with yourself as to why you don't have a Lambo.
Yep.
Because I realize now that it's so incredibly easy and there's so much money out there, and 200 grand relative to what is out there in circulation and what you can grab, especially now with AI tools that you can leverage like never before, 200 grand is chump change. And people will say I'm out of touch with reality, and they can suck it because it's just not.
Wow.
I'm surprised he did not say that the government prints money, dude. I feel like he was right there.
From working in a restaurant, I can tell you, coming across men like that, is that they're so easily like manipulated because they don't really have any thoughts that are true to themselves. They just are interested in saying and doing whatever they need to do to look better than you in the moment.
Yeah.
I would troll people like this so bad. If I were that, I'd be like,
A Lambo? Why stop there? I mean, if you're a man in your 20s, your ass needs to have one of those airport staircase cars, like in Arrested Development. That's the that the real billionaires are driving.
Let's be honest, dude. The people watching this video, they are not old enough to be buying a Lambo because they're also not old enough to drive. Like, here's what I would have said if I was on the podcast. If you're turning 11 years old and your birthday party doesn't have a bouncy house, like, you gotta ask yourself, like, why is that?
real men in their 20s, they go potty all by themselves. Me, I potty by myself most of the time this month.
If you're going into 7th grade and you don't sit at the back of the bus and know what a BJ means, you're not gonna be a cool guy.
If you don't know what this means and you're in middle school, you need to ask yourself, what are you doing?
At 37, I can still get an 18-year-old girl and they'll approach me. But the point is, it's like, you do all this work to build yourself up and you work and work and work and you get your ass whipped, you almost go bankrupt, and then you finally get it, and then you finally get it clicking. You climb the mountain, they're gonna give you one piece of candy. You want the whole store.
Hey, listen, I want 5 wives, you know, and the girls are like, well, I'd rather have 1/5 of you than that fat nerd over there beating off and playing video games and smoking all day. What happened is all of a sudden, because of inflation, the woman has to work. What does that take away from the average man? Being the hero. Only guys like me and you get to do that. Where I can be like, no, you stay home, have babies. I'm gonna do all the work. I'm gonna be the big boss. Yeah, there might be some women, but I'll never leave you. I love you more than anything. I'll take care of you, provide for you. I might have women, you know, if I wanna get my son number up, because I want a legacy, not sorry. If you're gonna leave me, you have to replace me. And the problem is that there's no competition in the market, and that it really creates this huge gap. At the same time, if the normal guy could snap his fingers and be a 1%er, he would do it.
Sell his soul for it.
Just so you guys know, he doesn't have a wife.
Oh my God, this is a bigger shock than finding out that the government prints money.
Also, I need to know, okay? So the 5 women that would rather have 1/5 of him than 100% of another guy, are they in the room with us? Are they a ghost? Do I need to do the Demi Lovato ghost hunting technique to invoke these women? Like a skyscraper.
Keep
You
going.
hear anything?
Yeah, no, keep going.
Like a skyscraper.
Whoa. Wait, I'm getting the chills.
Oh my God.
I can hear the ghost speaking. They said the government prints money. That's where it comes from. Also, this guy's saying that he wants to find 5 wives, and currently he's got 0. And I'm just gonna be honest, man. You already look like you're too old to be the love interest in a Hallmark movie, and those guys are like 40. So I think you gotta get on this shit, man. You gotta find these 5 women.
Yeah, like literally this guy is just a real life version of the evil New York boyfriend in a Hallmark movie that hates Christmas. And then the pretty white blonde girl cheats on him with a dude that looks like Tim Walz wearing a flannel. Anyways, with that said, I hope you guys learn to stay in college. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on my other platforms, and we will see you in our next video.
Bye.